Hey Bulldogs, let's see what's happening this week on Code Blue News. Joe takes a look at Holbrook's Veterans Day ceremony, Andrew recaps the boys' soccer season, and K-Ron cooks up another Kicking It with K. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Hey Bulldogs, I'm Nick Chaffee here with Dallas, and we're matching for some reason. Oh, and also today's very announcement heavy. Welcome to Cold Blue News Season 4.
Tonight is the official performance of the drama programs All Together Now. Tickets are $10 each or $20 per family ticket, up to 5 immediate family members. Please see Miss Morgan or Miss Callher for tickets. Tickets will also be available at the door. Come out and support. The cast for the show should return to school at 5 p.m. and crew should report at 6.
Powder Puff is coming up as well. Powder Puff permission slips will be available for students to pick up from their class advisors today. Students in grades 9 through 12 should see their advisor for a permission slip. Anyone interested in refereeing for Powder Puff should see or email Miss Clawher as soon as possible.
Now let's go to Joe to see how the Veterans Day ceremony here at Holbrook went.
Veterans Day, a day of remembrance celebrated across America for our nation's current and former military service members who have sacrificed everything to keep their country safe. I'm standing inside of Holbrook's Mary Wells Park, where the town's very own annual Veterans Day ceremony will take place. On November 11th, 2021, people gathered on the peaceful grounds of Mary Wells Park for the annual Veterans Day ceremony, which honors the veterans from Holbrook and abroad for their service in the military. With performances of patriotic songs and poems from the show choir, wreath laying and poppy sales with the Boys and Girl Scouts, and speeches from keynote speakers, this was an eventful ceremony to show how important it is to remember this day.
Well, I served my country. That's why it's important, and, to keep my family and friends safe, and I did what I had to do.
I think it's important to pay tribute to veterans and people who give a portion of their life to this country as well. I mean, it is also Armistice Day, so, end of World War I is something that we should remember, and it's good for people to come out to these sorts of events where there are a large percentage of veterans, and not necessarily just listening to the stories and understanding what go into being in the military.
It's very important that we honor our veterans. We learn about wars all the time in class, so it's just to see them all here today, especially everyone who fought in the war from Holbrook. It's just so special that we honor them.
The ceremony also featured a field of American flags just over my shoulder, a solemn reminder to remember and respect those who have served and those who are currently serving. This has been Joseph McLaughlin reporting for Code Blue News.
Thanks, Joe.
For clubs, mock trial will be meeting in Mr. Espy's room C220 after school at 2:20.
Attention students in the 6th and 12th grade. Are you bored now that fall sports are over? Looking to write stories about what's happening in the school or world, whether it be in sports, arts, entertainment, or opinion? Maybe you are interested in covering photography for our school. The Journalism Club is welcoming new members for the winter and spring seasons. We meet on Wednesdays after school in room C134. All are welcome.
Speaking of major national stories, this past week on November 5th, a very tragic event took place at the NRG Music Festival. In what was intended to be a recreational Travis Scott concert, the audience of 50,000 experienced a mass casualty event lasting 40 minutes. Hundreds were injured, and our condolences go out to the 8 people that were killed, now identified, and all between the ages of 14 and 27. Many people were taken to the hospital in cardiac arrest, and police officials are investigating the extent to which narcotics were involved. Travis Scott and Astroworld organizers are currently facing over 20 lawsuits following the events. Scott has since apologized, but many were not able to find it sincere after his delay to stop the show, so many are looking towards his next steps.
Now, let's go to our next step for the show. and go to Andrew Sheehan, who recaps the boys' soccer team's season.
Boys soccer season came to a close on Saturday with a tournament loss against Oxford. While this isn't the outcome they wanted, what mattered to them is that they were enthusiastic and very hardworking, and that was proven toward the end of the season as it continued to grow. The boys soccer team hopes to have a longer, more successful season next year.
You know, you start out at it's really a full year commitment. A lot of the boys play outside of the actual school season, so but we start end of August, and the guys are there every day, working hard, putting in the hours that it takes to be competitive. You know, they worked hard. I wish the season had ended on a more positive note, but it is what it is, and I couldn't be prouder of the way the boys handled themselves this season.
Who I think is the most enthusiastic about soccer would probably be Jack Poppinga. He's a very enthusiastic guy, either him or Brady. They're both very invested just in the sport, and they're very passionate about everything they do about it.
I think everybody is willing to be here, and you know, it is a long season, 2+ months of day in and day out, and the kids are there every day. So I would say the whole team's enthusiastic, and it kind of shows from when I first started, when most of the kids were in 8th and 9th grade, and now we're juniors and seniors. We've come a long way, and I think enthusiasm definitely plays a part of it. If you didn't want to be coming every day, you wouldn't, and we wouldn't be growing and getting better.
This has been Andrew Sheehan reporting for Code Blue News. Back to you in the studio.
Attention all athletes. Winter sports are just around the corner, 3 weeks away in fact. Basketball is starting November 29th and cheerleading begins on December 2nd. Please make sure you are signed up on Family ID and have a current physical to participate in each sport. The activity fee is $50, but you only have to pay the fee if you make it, since there will be tryouts and cuts. I repeat, only if you make it. Speaking of payments, class dues are due.
That rolls off the tongue pretty well. Make sure you check with your class advisors if you have any lingering payments from years past. A reminder, freshmen pay $10, sophomores pay $15, juniors pay $20, and seniors pay $25. These dues go towards all the fun things your class will do, like senior year activities and prom, so make sure you can pay them.
Tomorrow, the class of 2023 is hosting their cornhole fundraiser. It will take place at 1 p.m. at the Brook Kitchen and Tap. It's $100 per team, and it will include raffles, a DJ, and more. Come check it out. If you're interested in volunteering at the cornhole tournament tomorrow, you can sign up by emailing Miss F.
With more on fundraisers, the National Honor Society is doing a fundraiser with Boone Supply. Boone Supply has a variety of items for everyone, and all purchases will go towards funding scholarships and supporting National Honor Society events.
After all that talk about money, K-Ron is always here to lighten the mood. Let's see this week's Kicking It with K.
What's up, guys? I'm K-Ron, back with my segment, Kicking It with K. We're about to go check out everybody's sneakers, but we're mainly going to be focusing on the Crocs and the teachers today. So it's, I guess you could say, Teacher Croc edition. So yeah, let's go. So I'm here with
Jessica, Michaela,
Aiden,
Taina,
Davion,
Amelia, Key.
And as you see, we came back with Kicking It with K, but today it's featuring just the Crocs. So look check out all of our Crocs. We all got colorful Crocs on, yeah. How many pair of Crocs y'all own? One?
Like 3 or 4.
2,
2,
3,
2, 6.
Dang. Do y'all think gibbets go good on Crocs, or do y'all think no, like it should just be a naked Croc, like it should just be nothing on it?
I like giblets. I don't know. I feel like it'd be looking weird without gibbets.
Okay. I just got one on.
I low-key like not having gibbets just because, one, they're too pricey just to fall off, and 2, too many of them, it just looks weird.
Right. Yeah.
It don't matter. Okay, fair.
You know, I make gibbets, so you know it looks better on them. Feel me? So yeah, word.
Her, come to Keeks and shop with her.
I feel like they're good on certain Crocs and other they're not. They don't look good. You know, if you have too much, you're gonna look awkward.
I'm here with
Mrs. DeRosa.
Yes, you know, the principal, the school big dog. Yes, we like those. Okay. I want to ask you, are you more of like a high-end shopper, or do you like to, you know, go for the more cheaper, lower stuff?
I would have to say that I'm probably more of a high-end shopper because I'm obsessed with Coach. So I own a lot of Coach items, and my sister's in love with Michael Kors, so she buys me Michael Kors. And I also have some Kate Spades, so I would definitely say higher end.
So where do you like usually shop to buy your shoes?
So for shoes though, usually at DSW, although I do have a lot of Coach shoes as well.
Okay. So where'd you buy those shoes from?
These are definitely from DSW. I don't have any of my Coach shoes on today.
So I'm here with
Miss Toy.
Yes, this was previously my biology teacher, 10th grade year, best year. So let's check out her shoes. Cameraman, camera woman. Yes, nice, fashionable. I like them. All black, can't go wrong. Are you more of a high-end shopper, or do you like to ball on a budget?
I think I do a little bit of both. Usually, like, my day-to-day shoes are ball on a budget because I'm only a teacher. But if I have a little extra money, I like to spend it on myself.
Okay, you like to treat yourself. Okay. Okay, and where do you buy your shoes from usually?
I have a lot of shoes from Old Navy. That's balling on a budget. Target, I like Target shoes. Most of my sneakers are Nike or Adidas.
Okay, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that y'all teachers really be spending y'all money like that. So I see that y'all like to spend a coin and y'all be using that teacher salary to buy you some nice sneakers. Okay, I like it. I like that. But it's been K-Ron, kicking it with K. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, K-Ron. Those are some pretty good feats.
In adorable news, we are now happy to welcome our newest addition to HMHS family, Blue the Service Dog. He's so cute! In the partnership with the Holbrook Police Department, Blue will be making visits to the JFK school each week. Feel free to reach out to Mrs. Froyo or Mrs. Ventosi with any questions. Be on the lookout for many more pictures of Blue.
Finally, Mass Kids Health Smiles is returning to HMHS later this month, providing free dental services to interested students. For more information about this program, please contact school nurses Ms. Froyo or Ms. Ventosi.
A huge congratulations to all the students of the month. Shout out to Addison Bernanzi of 6th grade, sorry if I butchered it, Jaylene Etnine of 7th grade, and Demetra Dimogini of grade 8. Now let's keep the round of applause going for the Circle of Excellence recipients. For grade 6, Alex Feely and Brenna Pazaret. For grade 7, Kylie Dolan and Michael Adams. And finally, for grade 8, Emily Yip and Molly Chaka.
And a huge congrats to all of you for making it through Term 1. With the closing of the term, Mrs. DeRosa has some reminders. Hoods, hats, and earbuds are not allowed to be worn during the school day, and cell phones should not be in sight during class. Report cards will be distributed on Monday.
And that about wraps up this show. I am Nick Chaffee.
And I'm Dallas Rodriguez-Vera. See you next Friday.